He's got no heater. He's got no like kitchen set up. He has no shower, no bathroom, nothing. This guy is doing it. He's doing it better than almost anybody I know. This guy is not only living in an unbuilt van, and yes, I've actually offered to have him stay with me, and he's like, no, I don't want to burden you. He still lives out in this thing every single night. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm about to actually sit down and prepare for a consultation I have right now, but quick look on what's going on outside. Also, for the Jeep build or the slide outs or whatever, I bought this, I mentioned in the last video, but I bought this bamboo veneer. I don't even know what the thickness is on it, but it's pretty thin. It's actually bamboo. You have to treat it just like you would like the tops that I'm gonna be using, the 3/4 inch bamboo. So I have to treat that with the Total Boat stuff. Oh, I was just coming out to see Christian.
Hey.
He's standing here now. What are you doing? Gonna, I guess, test fit what Christian's been working on. Don't try this at home, but I have my portable diesel heater plugged into my Jackery, and I actually did a video testing out the Jackery to see if this would work, and then I got a message from the company that sold me the portable diesel heater, and they were like, yo, don't do it that way. When this is powering down, you can't just unplug it. It has to like go through a cycle for it to power down correctly. Proper diesel heaters need a proper shutdown process to the fans and everything else. Anyways, the reason we're doing that is because my electric bill is through the roof. Pipe, and this is actually blowing out hot air right here. But I got a lot of comments on the last video because I said it was cold.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, it's not heating your space because it's elevated. I'm like, guys, that thing is so small
Yeah,
that there's no way that thing is gonna fill this whole space up. So the reason I have it elevated is to actually blow on me. It oscillates, and it blows on me while I'm working here at the bench. And yes, I have to get weather stripping for the garage doors. I know all that stuff. All right, Christian, you built a bench.
Yes.
It's a massive bench.
It is.
He actually screwed up the first time, and guys, this is what happens, you know?
Can't rush the process.
I screwed up one of my slides. It's not a big deal. Can't rush the process, and you did.
I did.
You learned from it.
I did.
And he was off by about 3/4 of an inch. So we're about to take this outside and we're gonna test fit it real quick. So I'm gonna cut the camera and then we're gonna put this into the back of Christian's van so you guys can see that. Put the bench in now. We test fitted yesterday, and like we said, it was a little long. Poor kid's been sleeping out of this thing in the dead of winter. As you guys can see, there's snow on the ground. It's been cold here. He's got no heater. He's got no like kitchen set up. He has no shower, no bathroom, nothing. This guy is doing it. He's doing it better than almost anybody I know. This guy is not only living in an unbuilt van, and yes, I've actually offered to have him stay with me, and he's like, no, I don't want to burden you. He still lives out in this thing every single night. I mean, the lowest it's gone is like 15 degrees.
Last night got to 12.
It got to 12 last night?
Yep.
No heater. What are you using for heat?
Sleeping bag.
Which, very fortunate, this is the same guy that works at REI. 0 degree?
15 degree with a 15 degree liner, so 0 degree.
So 0 degree sleeping, but the reason we wanted to get this bench in is because he has one of those Chinese diesel heaters.
That will be...
That was actually a birthday present from Dave.
Christmas.
Oh, it was a Christmas gift. Sorry, it was a Christmas gift, although your birthday was right after Christmas.
True. Shout out Dave.
Dave actually gave him one of those Chinese diesel heaters. It's actually sitting in my garage right now, and the reason we wanted to put this in is because that Chinese diesel heater needed to go inside this bench.
Yeah, it's gonna be mounted to the bench and the floor.
And the floor, so we wanted to make sure that the dimensions were all correct before we just threw it willy-nilly in here. Now that this is here, he's gonna make a top for it at some point. Identical, this one to this side, I believe. This is what the blue tape is for.
Yes.
He's gonna bolt this down still, make a top identical on this side, and then this is going to be a dinette style.
Correct.
It's coming along. It's coming along. I mean, this is one of those budget-friendly builds.
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part. He's actually thinking about selling this as soon as he's done with it, because he's going to build another.
Correct. DM me.
DM him. By the way, I didn't really mention this, but we test fit the Jeep slides.
Yeah, and they fit perfectly.
They fit great.
Like a glove.
Thank you, buddy. I just posted on Instagram my picture of that. I didn't get video of it because I was stupid and cold. But
Stupid cold.
it was stupid cold. I gotta jump on this consultation right now, and then I'll pick up this video later when I start building out the rest of my slide. All right, guys, now onto my project. I wanted to attach these two angles together. The reason for that was because 80/20, the 1x3 80/20 is actually mounted on the outside of the angle. So from like a balancing standpoint, it makes more sense to put it on the inside of the angle, and that's what I did on my other slide, and everything just kind of worked together, and it pulled it all together. But on this one, it's a lot different. So you may be asking yourself, well, Jarrod, why didn't you take the angle, this 4x3 angle that I have at the bottom here? Why didn't I take that and put it the other way so it would balance correctly? The reason for that is that I cut down on my inside space in here. As you can see, in the back here, I have the refrigerator is going to be sitting right here, and I needed all this space to make everything work. I'm going to have another bar going across, and then on the other side of the refrigerator, there's going to be the electrical equipment. The battery's going to sit up here. I have to build all this contraption out that's going to be custom, I guess. My last video, a lot of people asked me where I got my draw slides from. Very fortunate. I am friends with obviously a lot of builders. And one particular builder, Dave, was putting in a massive order for draw slides, heavy duty ones. I'll have to get the name from the company that he bought them from, but I just added my order to his order to save myself a little bit of money. I got all 2 sets or all 4 slides for a little over $500. It's expensive, but they are locking draw slides like you guys saw in my last video. Attach these down here. That's 1/8 inch aluminum, and then I actually had to raise it up with stacked 1/8 inch aluminum. It can go over the ribs because there's ribs in my Jeep. Now everything is like in working order. I can move it around. I don't have to worry about flex. Now what I'm gonna do is I've got the 1x2 that I'm going to span here, and that is going to hold these heavy duty draw slides. These heavy duty draw slides are 250 pound rated, and I got them off of Amazon. I'll put the link in the description below for everybody if you want to have that. They come in different sizes. I got the 32 inch. This is a little bit bigger. This is about 36 inch. There's a reason for that. This is going to be a top here that's going to house my sink and a water tank. There's going to be an upper section that's going to slide over as well. It'll look like one unit, and then I'll have the entire thing slide out, and then I'll have another section slide out on top of that. I will check back with you one more time before we end the video. Show you guys that I'm working on the electrical setup right now. So the electrical setup and how I do it and the wiring and all that stuff is going to be in a separate video, probably my next one. Start working on that today, hopefully finish it by the middle of next week, and then release that video for you guys. All the components are actually through Light Harvest Solar. I'm a brand ambassador for Relion, so they hooked me up with a battery, but this is the low temperature battery because this is going to be outside, exposed to the elements, etc. and so forth. Taped off because of dimensional, and I was figuring out where I was going to put the wire, but luckily Light Harvest Solar gave me a wiring diagram for everything that I needed to know in regards to wire size, also how to hook things up properly. The key to this system is there's no inverter. My system's actually gonna be all 12-volt power. If I need to charge my laptop, or if I wanna cook with like an Instapot or something like that, or I just need AC power, like plug-in, like wall outlet, then I will probably just use a power source, portable power source. Right here is where the electrical is going to live. The battery is going to be up here, and why is it going to be up high? That's because the wheel well, the battery just doesn't fit this distance wise. And again, this was one of those I didn't know if it was going to fit until I started putting things in. I need about another inch, and the wheel well comes to right there. So I'm gonna lift the battery up. It's gonna extend over the wheel well just an inch, so it's gonna be like that. It's not a big deal. This entire panel is gonna be removable so I can access my electrical system. But this is where all the electrical is gonna live. That's what that is. That was the tape that was right there. That's what that was. So everything's gonna be mounted. I did do this. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but put the camera down and show you guys. So this is, obviously this comes out 58 inches, right? I mounted these slides. So after this pulls all the way out, I don't know if I don't have it clamped down. So I'm not gonna extend this all the way out because it will tip. This part right here will extend out another 32 inches. So 58 full extension and then another 32. And then this is gonna be a box on top of a countertop right here. Really, really a pain in the butt because to get this mounted to the drawer slide and then have the draw slide mounted to this 80/20 in the back here. Yeah, it took me a while to figure it out, but eventually I did. And I wish I could explain it through a video, but you really can't explain it through a video, and that's part of why this is very difficult. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'm gonna start my electrical. I'm gonna edit this video. I'm gonna send it to you guys, and that is why I don't build vans for other people, because I don't have time to do the things that I actually love to do. However, I promise, I did a live stream on Wednesday, and I promise, my videos aren't going anywhere. The last month that I've been settling in to my place, I've been setting up tours and shop tours and meeting with new companies, not just for me, but for you guys. And it's actually nothing to do with my Jeep. I'm not doing anything for my Jeep. It's all for just bringing you guys content of good companies and good builders and people that have done DIY van builds and overlanding rigs, expedition vehicles. Yes, all of those videos are coming. I thought about this and somebody said, oh, I missed your videos. Guys, this time last year, first of all, we weren't in the situation we were in this time last year, but this time last year, I was in the mecca for van life winter. Winter van life is predominantly in Southern California and everybody was there. There was a huge festival that was happening at the end of January, another festival happening at the end of February. So there was just a lot of vans, of van dwellers. So I was getting tour after tour after tour. Guess what? Where I am right now is the mecca of van life for summertime. So there is going to be a lot coming up. I've already got like 2 van tours scheduled. So I'm just saying that I have a lot of stuff planned for you guys, for my channel. I have a lot of partnerships that I want to announce to you guys. It's really, really cool stuff. I know the people that are watching this are extremely loyal to me and watch all my videos, so I appreciate that. Share this with people that are like, I want to know more. Guys, like, subscribe, you know all that stuff. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys later.